on, fanatics? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are returning, if you guys are new to this channel, super glad to have you with me. Welcome to Dino Motor Reviews. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. We're going to go back 2 weeks to Pikes Peak Supercross. That was a race that I actually got to do. Super good weekend for the most part. Definitely got some things to work on from it. But we're just going to go over a little race recap. So starting off the weekend, we had practice on Friday, and as we got to the track, had some leaky fork seals. I don't recommend riding on leaky fork seals. That's something that I don't go and recommend to do. You never want to see those things leaking. We did try to do like a seal mate and get the dirt, maybe it was a little bit of dirt in there, and see if we could fix it that way. It had no effect, and it only got worse from there. So that was in my mind going into practice. It was just constantly like, look down at your forks, see how bad the leak was. But we went out first practice, it started raining. That was basically just figure out the track, because I only give you like 4 laps, I think is what it is, 4 to 6. And, you know, just figure out which jumps that I was going to do. Felt pretty confident on the jumps. I really liked the track layout this year. It was really nice. They kind of kept things in a little bit tighter away from the walls, which I think was really good because a couple of guys hit the wall last year. And if someone shot off enough, they would go up into the stands. So I think it was good to bring all the jumps in a little bit, the lanes away from the stands, and just give us some more leeway if we did go off the track. So other than that, second practice had standing water on top. Really wasn't too bad. Went through that, found jump lines, got some of the jumps down that I wanted to do. I actually got to hit every single jump that I wanted to hit the way I wanted to hit it. I was pretty happy with that. So that was pretty good for me. A lot better than the year prior, where I hardly did any of them. I had one rhythm section and that was it. So really happy with myself from that standpoint. The third practice on Friday was a grease fest. It had rained so much, and by the time 30 to 100 bikes had been on it, it had just, that water was into every inch of that dirt. So it was a grease fest. I could barely stay on the track. The pros didn't even go out for the second or third practice. And a lot of those guys rode in the AMA Pro Series, AMA Pro Supercross. So that goes to say anything. I rode pretty timid, pretty tight, especially during practice the next morning. It was the same scenario. They groomed it, they prepped it, they did the best they could. They got some of the sloppy mud off the top, but it was still pretty sloppy all the way through. So going into the first race, it was getting a little bit better by the time we hit heat race number 1. On each class, it was getting a little bit better. The 25 plus BC class was dropped with the pro riders as well. So we had A, B, and C all in one. I think I was the only C rider in that class. Maybe there was 2 of us. I had 4th pretty much locked up, and I almost had 3rd in the heat race. And I slowed down in the whoops and went off to the side and stalled it. Then it took a little bit to get the bike started. Got the bike started, and by that time, 5th and 6th had passed me, so I took 6th on the heat for that one. With that, then we moved into the heat race for the 30 plus C. I went down on the first lap in the second corner right after the start. Hit a grease spot, went down. I was able to make 2 passes and get 6th because there was only 8 of us in the class. Didn't finish last. That was a huge thing for me. Then going into the mains, 25 plus BC rode really, really tight. Was really nervous, especially being out there with the A riders. The track had really dried out by that point. They were doing all the jumps, and they are super, super fast compared to me. So that's a little scary, and you're trying to stay out of their jump lanes and not cross into them. with that, went down several times, stalled my bike a couple of times, so wasn't a good race. Felt pretty deflated after that. The 30 plus C, I got a really great start. I think I came out sixth on the gate. I was actually way ahead, but I went outside, so I kind of got shoved to the outside and lost some positions. We'll be changing that hopefully for the next race coming up here in Junction. So was able to make a couple of passes, and then I ended up settling up into fifth, and I had fourth and third in my sights the whole entire time. Just could not make a pass. Rode really tight towards the end. Just wanted to keep it on two wheels. I hadn't stayed on two wheels the whole entire time that I had been riding that morning, so I really just wanted to kind of mail it in. I pushed on the last lap for that third place spot, but I ended up almost yard sailing over off the double. I cased it pretty hard, slammed into the backside of the landing, front wheel, almost went over the bars, and then by the time I hit the whoops, I was so gassed that I had nothing. So some takeaways, definitely need to work on some fitness. I ended up getting fifth, got to take home a plaque. I thought that was pretty cool that they gave. I've never taken home anything from a motor race. I've never had a top 5 finish. So it was pretty cool to take home some hardware, even though it was for 5th place. Definitely have motivation to work on some things as far as technique goes, working with the Moto Academy guys, and then also want to work on some fitness things too moving into it. I know this was a little bit of a long-winded video. Hope you guys, if you guys did watch the whole thing, thank you guys so much for watching. But until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Any questions, comments, concerns, throw them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get back to them as soon as I can. And yeah, thanks to everybody that supported the channel. We've been working really hard this year to get you guys shorter video content and better video content. It's tough working a full-time job and then coming home and trying to do this. But we'll be posting a few other videos today, so keep a watch out for that. Those are going to be a lot shorter than this one. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. It's so funny because you feel like you are so much faster in person, and then when you watch the film back, you find out that you're not really as fast as you hoped. So a lot of things to work on. Looking forward to getting back on the bike, getting my fork seals fixed this week, and then getting back out there and riding and just improving from here, and maybe we can go and get on the podium next time. So I'm excited. Just got to ride a little bit more confident. So, but anyways, a little bit long-winded. Thank you guys for watching. Ride safe.